Morning Leeds, it's JK and Joel at breakfast. This is 96.3 Radio Aire. David Guetta, Kelly Rowland and When Love Takes Over. A few showbiz bits this morning. Samantha Burke, the mother of Jude Law's new baby, describes the actor as a great father to his 3 kids. That's with Sadie Frost. And Peter Andre will co-host This Morning on Friday with Kate Thornton.
So on the show, he's here. It's Will Young, everyone.
Yeah! God, long time no see.
I want to know about Peter Andre.
We've just found out that Will Young is absolutely fascinated by Peter Andre.
I am fascinated.
So what we'll do is talk about you later. We'll talk about Peter Andre first.
I really, honestly, it would be really refreshing to not talk about me. Let's talk about Peter Andre.
He's bored of himself
Ask
already.
me some of the questions you asked Peter Andre.
It always starts with, Pete, we don't want to talk about the obvious thing. Right, and then you spend about 5 minutes talking about not the obvious thing, and then the last 35 minutes of the interview is, well, mate, she's... I mean, I'm not going to diss her.
No, but... so he brings it up. Does he bring it up?
You're always told not to talk about it, and I understand that, actually, and
We're talking about Jordan.
Talking about, the ex.
It's funny you're not even mentioning it now. I'm not Peter Andre.
But no, I had this problem because we banned her from this show, as in talking about her full stop.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because
sorry, okay.
I quite like Peter Andre. He's quite a nice lad, and we've chatted to Peter throughout the years, going back like 9-10 years, and he's always been a really, really good lad. So we just banned talking about Jordan, but then he came on, record company, and everyone says, please don't talk about it. It's a bit of a touchy subject at the moment. We're like, fair enough, and then naturally you just get onto it and he wants to talk about it. So it's peculiar. So have you been fascinated by it all then?
I'm fascinated, yeah. Fascinated by the shows. I mean, does anyone else think this? On their own?
Well, tell you
but I do.
Keep going.
Like, when they filmed the titles for their show when they were together, very quickly they both had their own shows, didn't they, obviously, with a very sad breakup.
Of course.
Do you think they just had clips already of them together, or did they run in quickly? Because they look very similar to the titles for the Katie and Peter show.
Are you trying to say they had a bulk load of clips and they had to use the right clips which are separate
I don't
for it
know,
to
I just
happen?
find myself thinking, do you think they went in again and redid them, or do you think they did solo shots anyway and they're using those, or...
You think about stuff too much.
I am the kind of guy, who watches films if I'm in the cinema and goes, well, that would never have worked. Do you know what I mean?
You're like my dad, aren't you, as well? You look for continuity errors and stuff like that.
Yeah, I do.
My dad is exactly like that. I cannot watch a movie without him going...
In Titanic, he's got a digital watch on.
That wine glass was in the left hand, not the right hand. That's bad continuity.
Exactly.
Hey, talking about really weird TV shows and trash TV, have you seen Kerry Katona, Crazy in Love?
I did a talk at the Oxford Union, and the title was From Play-So to Kerry Katona. She was holding a dress up and she was saying, I'm so fat, and then she was squeezed into her dress that she used to be able to fit into. And I was like, what?
She's now a size 16 and she was trying to get to a size 8 dress.
And I dream about curries. That was my other favourite headline. And I say this with no malice. I just find the whole thing...
You've got to watch the TV show. It is brilliant. It is. It's one of those ones that you see it advertised all over and you go, this is going to be awful. She stood there, she's pregnant, she's got her arms around her bloke Mark, and I saw the adverts, I thought, well, put MTV on. There it is, it's on. You cannot turn it off. It's when they run them back to back. Give me a fag!
Or in the back of a really posh car, which I always think, God, they're so expensive.
Well, they've worked it out now that they spent about $3 million on cars.
No way.
£3 million on cars.
Well, see, it doesn't surprise me.
It doesn't,
When I started after Pop Idol, they used to send, I remember being on set for, see how I'm neatly segueing into this here.
We should really talk about you at this point.
I was doing Light My Fire, the video for Light My Fire, and I got picked up by one of those posh Mercedes and taken to the set at 8 in the morning, and I knew I was there till 8 in the evening. And the car was just kept on, and I remember asking the question, why is the car there? It would have cost me about £2 grand.
Yeah,
they are really expensive.
It's waiting time, isn't it?
Yeah, it is waiting time.
And they love it, they absolutely love it. Before we start, is there anything we're not allowed to talk about?
Have we not started?
No, I mean, before we start talking about you...
We can't talk about Rolos, Kerry Katona.
To be honest with you, I think it's time for a song.
Oh, great.
We should probably play a song now, and we'll talk about Will next. Whoa. JK and Joel at breakfast. This is 96.3 Radio Aire. Details of how you could go to Jamaica soon. Today in Leeds, very mild, sunny intervals, not bad actually. Highs 18 Celsius, 64 Fahrenheit.
So Will Young is still here this morning. We've talked about Kerry Katona. We've talked about everything apart from Will Young.
I'm like your celebrity correspondent.
Yeah,
do a weekly slot.
To be honest with you, we wanted an American one, but you'll do.
Sorry, yeah.
Can you do an American accent?
Yeah.
Well, obviously
sure.
not.
I'm meant to be an actor as well.
We're looking for a camp LA actor. Can you,
Yeah.
Hey, let's quickly go back to the acting. How did you find that?
I absolutely love it. I've just done a Miss Marple, and I've done a bit in Skins as well.
Ah.
So I'm building up my repertoire.
Joe likes Skins.
Yeah. No, it's really, really good.
I felt really old.
No, that's
and
it.
really ugly as well.
It's like when you watch it.
Really uncool.
You can't watch Hollyoaks, you can't watch Skins, because you just feel too old and ugly.
Yeah, Miss Marple, I felt like the trendiest person ever. I was rocking a great look.
So apart from acting, what you've been up to?
I've been guest editing a magazine called Attitude Magazine, which is really interesting, and interviewing people like from Victoria Beckham to Michael Sheen, the actor. It's been really interesting doing that, and quite fun being on the other side, you know.
And what's it like? Were you like quite a hard sort of journalist type, or?
No, I actually noticed when I listened back to
your dictaphone
that I talk more about it myself in the interviews than I did to these people like, you know, Michael Sheen that's been up for Grammys and he's just got an OBE. And
so did you on purpose decide that you just want a little break from the music industry?
I mean, I'm very lucky because it's not like I go, I'm doing that and then have a battle with the record company.
Yeah.
It's just that
most people do, it's fine.
Well, I do like a good battle. but
I am not releasing that.
I do like a bit of a fight. But, you know, nothing wrong with that.
How much control now do you have that you really didn't have then, that you really wanted to have?
I did have control.
Really?
I mean, I was lucky because I was older.
Yeah.
I remember walking in to my management and asking, that really scared them. I walked in and said, where's my desk? I remember asking where my desk was. Yeah, and that kind of set the tone, really. I mean, there's been moments, you know, when I probably at the beginning did things.
No, I think it's just when you watch the X Factor and whatever, you see like Leona, or you see Alexandra Burke, or you see this year's winner, and you just think, how much control are you actually going to have? You know, or someone like Shane Ward, for example, who's there and he pops on the scene and they get everything behind him, you know, and then it's like, oh, he's gone, we've got a new one now.
Well, I think you can have as much control as you want to. Probably someone like Leona Lewis, I would imagine, even though people might think she's quiet and wouldn't say boo to a goose, I bet she's strong enough, and, you know, you
can't... when she gets in that office.
You can't... No, but I bet she does, and I mean that with the utmost respect to someone like her. You can't stick around and not have your own opinions.
Would it be fair in saying, if you're talented, you can stand the test of time?
That's why I love my job, you know, more and more, because I'm still here. So quite often, I was going for a run the other day in Brighton, and someone... It's really funny. It's like quite camp guy just shouted, "Keep going, Will! Keep going!" And I thought, is he referring to the run? Is he referring to my career? I don't know, but I'm going to keep on going. Yes, sister, I cried. Yes,
I am not stopping. I am not looking around.
I will.
I am facing forward.
It's really funny. Keep going, Will.